Yes.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. The second quarter, just what went wrong, and was it their zone or a combination of everything?
It was a combination of everything. Their zone got us, it got us a little stagnant. We missed some, we missed some open shots. They came down and scored. Our defense was not as good the second quarter as it was the first quarter. But we didn't work our way through it. Which we knew that they would be. They'd be playing some zone against us, which we went through some zone preparation, and we missed some shots early. And we could not stop them, and that's where we kind of got in trouble and we got behind. But it was one of those situations where where we didn't allow ourselves to trust. And particularly on all the things that we worked on, and it got us a little, as I mentioned, got us a little stagnant, and we just couldn't overcome it.
Tristan, it looked like he was going to give you a spark at the beginning, and I think he was 4 for 4. And you guys, why do you think that wore off? Was it just because nobody had the energy?
No, I thought Tristan did a good job at the start of the game. I thought he did a real good job, in coming back. He was on a minutes restriction, so once he came out of the game, and it was just really just one of those things where early we just couldn't make shots. I thought defensively we did a good job in the first quarter. Second quarter we missed some shots, but our defense let us down. We just didn't get stops. I thought their physicality once again it wore us down as the game progressed.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Larry, how do you keep offensive struggles from carrying over to the defensive end?
Well, the one thing that you can't do, and I've always said, and it was mentioned to me years back. You can't let your offense dictate your defense. You got to be able to get stops because your offense at nights is going to let you down. You're not going to be able to make shots every night. There are going to be some nights where offensively you're not going to be good, But as long as you're solid defensively, it'll keep you within striking distance. And tonight was just we didn't make shots particularly to start in that second quarter, and our defense was not very good in the second quarter. And I believe they scored 36 points in that second quarter. So we totally had a breakdown defensively. But yet we were still, I thought, going in at halftime, I believe we were down 15. Still a lot of basketball to be played. I thought if we were able to put together a string of stops and get some scores, I thought we would, we'd be able to overcome that deficit, but we just weren't able to.
Tonight marks your 7th straight loss, which is the longest losing skid of the season. What is it going to take to break this?
Being solid for 4 quarters. Defensively, we've got to be, we got to be better. We got to be better defensively. We've got to be grimy. As far as our style of how we play, we can't play cute. We can't play pretty. We got to get on the floor for loose balls. We got to come up with loose balls. We got to get our bodies on people when they're going to the rim. We got to do all the little things, okay, which add up to be big things. And then hopefully offensively we're making some shots, but there has to be it's got to be a total commitment on the defensive end, and it has to be a total commitment as far as really getting out there and scrapping and playing grimy. That is the only way we win. Okay, margin for error, as I've always said, is very small with this ball club, and we have to understand it, and we have to accept that. Therefore, every night we step out there on the floor, we know what it's going to take for us to win, and for that to be. It's got to be a real bulldog mentality. It's got to be again. Hopefully, offensively, we're making some shots, but it starts with our griminess at the very beginning to the end.
Corey Perez, Metro Networks. You guys were out rebounded by a lot tonight. What do you attribute that to? Just Miami's physicality, or are you guys not ready to go?
I just think it's a combination. I think that team is a very physical team. They are they have size in all positions, and that's who they are. They're a team that really gets to the offensive glass. I believe they're third in the league offensive rebound wise. So that's we knew it coming into this game that we would have to really be good on the offensive glass, and being good means we've got to get our bodies on. We can't shy away from any type of potential collision, okay, and that's boxing out. Right now we're not we're not built for that mentally. I think we have the physical capability to do it because all it calls is just you getting your body on people. But right now mentally we haven't done it. We haven't been good at it. I think when teams watch us play, certainly they can see, hey, there's an opportunity for us to go to the offensive glass. So we've got to make our minds up. We got to get our bodies on people, even if it's an offensive foul. We have to get our bodies on people so that we can keep people off the offensive glass.
Jeff Shadell, News Herald. Hey, Larry, I know this wasn't the story of the game, but what were your impressions of McCaw?
For his first game, I thought he did well. I can see him out there running around doing more thinking than actually allowing his natural basketball instincts to take over. But for it being his first game and him having just probably I would say a full day of practice where a lot was thrown at him. I thought he responded well, and I thought as far as his win was concerned, I thought he did a good job getting up and down the floor. But it's going to take a little time till he gets really acclimated back to playing to where he's playing consistent minutes and where he really gets his legs under him. But I know what he brings to the table. As I said earlier, I'm excited in having him, and hopefully he'll continue.
Larry Cullen had 4 assists, I think, in the first quarter, and then he finished with 0 the rest of the way. What changed?
Well, one, we weren't making shots, number one. But I thought his aggressiveness off the dribble and making the right decisions early. Okay, and then again, we were able to make shots early. I think that as the game wore on, the zone that they played, I thought it got us stagnant, so we weren't in as many drive and kick situations. But I thought once we got down, I thought our whole mentality changed. I thought we were more about getting our own shots than to really working the basketball, attacking the defense if they helped to swing the basketball. So we just didn't play I didn't think we played a very smart game. And we totally lost trust in the things that we worked on as far as our zone was concerned. But I'll go back and look at film and something that I've been able to do and pull Colin to the side and show him where he could have made certain plays, different plays. I thought the second half I thought he was in more of an attack mentality, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only problem was you got to make good decisions out of it. And a few times where he was trying to get to the rim, trying to finish over the big guys, one very smart decision. So, he's still a young man. He still has to learn. He's going to have some games where, things are going to be going well for him, and then he's going to hit a bump in the road. He's got to learn how to pull himself out of those type situations.